Wombaclad.
Is it breaking?
Sorry.
We need to invest.
Pardon my language.
Put on the company card. Company card.
We're $9 in debt.
Charge it. Yep. Charge it to the
Yeah.
company.
We're in negatives. Wait for that first paycheck. Okay. You okay?
Different day,
Same tin.
same sewing box.
Yo, has that remote been in frame all episode?
Same
But
fit.
like low
too?
key, it's a vibe though. Like it's just big.
Wait,
chill,
yo,
you know?
same fit too? We just rocking same fit?
Why is she a fit rememberer right now, bro? This is crazy.
Remember.
It's been,
Not a
Like
fit
I'm not,
been
I'm
10
not even,
minutes?
I'm not even a
Fit
fit recycler,
recycler.
bro.
No,
I'm, not
I'm
even
gonna
a fit
break. I'm
recycler,
gonna
but
break
she's
the
a
fourth
fit
wall and tell you
rememberer,
it's been 10 minutes since we filmed the last episode. So it's like I'm not really that.
bro. Wow,
How would you
bro.
possibly do that?
This is actually crazy.
Should I keep the illusion? Should I pretend that
Keep
it's a
the
different
illusion.
day?
Okay, it's fine. All right. Let's get ready.
She sold our whole podcast vision, bro. It's crazy. All right, guys.
Like they didn't.
What's up? I'm Shiv.
I'm
I'm MJ. Oh,
I'm
I
Shiv.
thought I was gonna be
I'm
all
MJ.
Okay, sorry. And this is the Second Take
No,
podcast.
who's Sophia? Fuck.
Abdu,
Hey guys,
Sophia.
I'm Shiv.
I'm also Shiv,
And I'm Shiv.
and this is the Second Take podcast.
This is the second take.
all right, bro.
Do it again?
Like
again.
we finished
Oh,
each
should we
other's
take it again?
sandwiches type shit.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
This
Is
the
Second
Take
podcast. She wanted to fit in.
Okay,
She
all right.
wanted to fit in.
Bro, it's like I'm not here or something
All
today.
right.
It's like
Okay. Today.
What I gotta do to be seen
I'm
around
host
here?
today. We are gonna we're gonna talk about.
we should.
No, I just want to do the intro.
No, you
I just
host
wanna
it,
do
host
the-
it. Let's go,
I
let's
just wanna
go.
do- Okay.
You got
okay,
this. You can
hold
take it. You can take it.
Yo, I'm excited.
I got next.
What's up, y'all? I'm actually MJ.
I'm Shiv.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
Shiv.
Sophia.
And that's Sophia.
Why are you only watching on this episode?
And,
though? You should know
um,
this by now.
Yeah, this is the Second Take podcast. Today we are covering the grand topic of fate and destiny. All right, what does that entail? And we'll get into it, right? That's.
Bro, he's taking this job
Let me
seriously?
know if y'all want me to. Let me know if y'all
Like,
want
let
me
us
to
know in the
intro
comments.
from now on.
We should put
I'm
a
just
poll
saying,
up. Is
like,
it MJ or Shiv for the host?
this is my application and audition. I would love to hear your feedback.
You're
but
gonna host. You were gonna host Bear.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
No, you aren't. Okay, all right. Well, okay, so let's get
All right,
into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Well, here, I'll bring up a little definition, or not really, I'll just define it myself. But fate is obviously something that's predetermined. You don't really have a choice in it. It's very religious in origin, yada yada.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fate, I would
Does
say.
it have
is-
to be though?
Like, fate comes from faith. And faith.
Well, yeah. Okay, true. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that?
But I feel
Can
like
we
you can
fact
believe
check
in
that though?
fate.
Like, can we,
Holy fuck. What,
I
just
think
want,
you
no,
can
I just want to.
I think you can
genuinely
believe
want to
in
fact check
fate.
that. Like,
Okay.
where
I'm
does-
pretty.
where
I
does
believe you.
Fate,
I think it's religious in origin, but I think you can believe in fate and not be religious at all.
yeah, valid.
I think you can believe there's like a way things are supposed to go, but not be religious and at all. But like, I guess it comes from the whole like God's plan.
no, that's
all
not
that
fate.
stuff.
That's serendipity.
No, serendipity is like just chances. It's like
Yeah.
it's not. That's
these
not
things
fate.
have similar-
Fate is like it's meant to happen. There's like a way, but that comes from like God's plan. Or am I insane? Is that not where that comes from? I think he's right. It's religious. in
Well,
origin.
okay, so here's what it says. The development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as
Supernatural.
determined by supernatural power.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it goes on through Greek and Roman mythology.
Literally similar. God's will is a similar term.
Alhamdulillah.
Yo, you can't be saying that, bro.
Why
Like,
can't that
Shiv canceled.
Yeah, I think it's
Shiv.
Can't
And in
endorse this
Destiny-
stuff on here.
What stuff is
It's like you saying shit like this.
It's Arabic. Okay, and then Destiny is the events that will necessarily happen to a particular
I'm
person or
not
thing
saying
in
we
the future.
can't endorse Arabic.
Okay, I'm moving past this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, today we're just gonna talk about like what we kind of think about that. I guess the basis of like kind of why I thought about this topic is I guess we all maybe.
All right, bro. Stop laughing, bro. I just chugged my tea. Steep tea is goaded. All right. Let me side note.
Fuck the
Let me.
CT.
Yeah.
Keep
Let
talking,
me side
keep
note.
yapping.
Preface that steep tea is fucking goaded. All right.
I
Get your
agree.
steep tea, 2 milks, 2 sugars at Tim's. All right.
I know,
Sponsor
but
us,
I want
please.
to say serendipity is the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way.
Y'all watch that movie though?
Yes,
Serendipity?
it's really fucking good.
Banger of a
we just,
movie, bro.
Why does no one talk about that movie?
Oh, that's my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
I
Serendipity.
love that movie now. I've never seen it. I never heard of it, and I didn't know anything about it. And it was like the best movie ever.
Yeah,
I
love
think it was the least
Watch it every
cliche
year.
of a like. It wasn't cliche. It was such a
great.
good rom com.
Yeah.
Watch Serendipity. It's a good rom com.
Everyone watch
Rom com,
Serendipity.
romance. I don't know.
And
Really
here's the
good movie.
trailer for Serendipity.
Brought to you by Serendipity.
Serendipitous
Yeah,
actions.
Serendipitous.
Sponsored by the Second Take podcast.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So let me go back to what I was saying
Why are you
before I
staring
was
into the
rudely
camera like
interrupted. The reason for this topic, or like I guess kind of like a an influence for it is she always seems to say, I don't know if you say it, but I think everything happens for a reason.
I don't say that.
You don't?
No, we've had this
That's-
conversation.
I do. I'm sorry. I thought you did.
We'll say our take.
I think everything happens for a reason.
I would
think,
agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Maybe I just.
I have
switched
like a
the
different
sides.
take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna get into those takes today.
Yeah, I got a second take.
Holy, we're corny today, bro. We got a dead.
Yo,
Yeah,
but
no,
we're like,
yeah,
it's,
it's
everything's a
good.
metaphor,
Okay.
guys.
So here, let me start off by saying this. Do you guys believe in fate or destiny? They're pretty similar, but like you can differentiate if you want. You don't have to, but why or why not? I'll start if you guys need me to.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't believe in fate, and that's weird because I just said I say everything happens for a reason, but I just
But I think
like
it could be separate.
yeah, I think it's separated for me because I believe everything happens for a reason, in the sense that everything that I determine for my life is like what will happen. Like I believe in manifestation of sorts, but I don't believe that like my life's set out. Like I don't think that my plan is already set. That like everything that's gonna happen in my life, I can't really change.
Okay, I
believe
would agree with that to an extent. Like I think, in the sense, like everything happens for a reason is.
But you still have free
more
will.
so,
Yeah.
in my from my view, like situational.
Yeah,
Like there's
I agree.
Like small things that lead to others happen for a reason.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, like I do believe that you can change your path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like there's certain things that are too coincidental to be like anything besides what
Like
we
that.
consider fate. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I think everything
also
happening for a
agree.
reason is almost more of a. I think it's more of something to say to someone in terms of consolation when you seem to think things are going your way. I think that's the way I use it.
Yeah,
It's
but then
like-
you don't believe in it. Or you're just saying that's when you say it.
No, that's when I would say that. Like I'm
Okay,
not.
but do you believe it, or are you just saying it to make? You
I do
feel
believe
better?
it. I
Okay.
believe that like if something like if I didn't get something to go a certain way, like I like like say in my past relationships we broke up, I would after that use everything happens for a reason as a way to console myself that like it just wasn't meant for me.
Oh yeah, like you're just saying.
that's the way I see
okay.
it. But in terms of what will happen in the future,
Yeah.
I don't believe it's predetermined. I believe like everything I do, like
Yeah.
everything happens in my life the way I want it to happen and the way it's meant to happen for me. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of weird. It's a really really sticky situation, but that's the way I see it. We don't have to get too deep in it, but how do you guys see it? Like you might have touched.
I would agree with that. I feel like as I said, to an extent, like there's small things that like, okay, yeah, you didn't say for jobs, for instance, like you didn't land this job,
Yeah.
or like you got fired from a job. I would agree in the sense like, oh, it just wasn't meant to be. Your right job, your right like path will arise somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's also like an aspect like a human aspect, your personal influence on that. I
That
guess that's
path.
where destiny comes into
Like
play.
your involvement.
Like your involvement
in the path.
in the path, can be the one to
Like that's the whole reason things
change
are
it.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
exactly.
you decide the left or right road type.
exactly,
Shit. Yeah,
exactly. Like there might be two paths.
Yeah. There's always
But
gonna be
you-
options.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You make the right call for yourself. Okay, Valid. What do you think?
Am I doing fate or everything happens for a reason or both?
Both.
I don't know. My take is so weird on it because like I don't think I've ever been one to say like everything happens for a reason unless it was just to console someone. But I feel like every time I've said it, I've just been like, I'm just trying to make them feel better. Like I don't actually think that.
valid, yeah.
I think that there's things that weren't meant to be, but I think that that's separate from everything happening for a reason. But my take on it is like I never think like, oh, everything happens for a reason. I'm like, everything that happens, there's something you can take from that and learn to be better. That's how I think about everything. Like I used to always be like, I have no regrets, but it's because like everything bad that's ever happened to me, I'm just like, it's made me who I am now. So it's not like, oh, like I have no regrets because it all happened for a reason. Like it's not like
Yeah.
like I don't think it's fair for people to say like, oh, everything happens for a reason. So if someone gets like, I don't know, kidnapped or something, like some bad shit happens to you, like it's not like that was meant to happen to you. You weren't like born.
Those are where the exceptions
weren't-
come in. Like
yeah,
obviously,
see,
like
I know that
somebody
maybe
were to-
maybe I'm saying an extreme, but I'm just like as an example, like I don't think that you're born for all these things to like happen to you, and like you weren't like meant for this to occur and whatever. But like you took something out of it and it made you who you are now, and like that's important, and that's what I focus on. I'm not like, oh,
Yeah.
like you were meant to get cheated cheated on and like fucking broken up with, and like
that's so loud, yeah.
it happened for a reason, guys. Like that's not. I don't think about it like
No,
that.
I completely
But
get
I'm
that.
like, but I'm just like, think about like where you're gonna be in 6 months from now. Like this taught you something. Like that's why this is like that's what's going on right now.
Very
like there's a
wise.
grand scheme.
No,
of
that's
it.
that's fair. It's like
Okay.
it's more like a metaphorical.
Yeah, like I'm not, like I'm like that
It's
wasn't
not-
meant
it's
to
not-
happen
it's not
to
a
you.
direct. It's not a direct.
Yeah, like that wasn't meant to happen to you, but you're gonna you're gonna become better because of this.
Yeah,
it's
not to
gonna
be
be,
taken
it's
literally.
yeah. But like I also don't think that there's like a. Like
Okay.
I think that certain people are like meant for certain things. I guess like I don't know. You could see someone doing a job or something. You're like that's like so not what they're meant for, whatever. Like, but I don't think that there's always like I don't think there's fate necessarily. But I
Yeah.
think serendipity is a thing.
Okay.
Obviously, that's
So
like a very.
I want you to quickly touch on what you think about, or like what your thoughts on are for fate and destiny. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I just said though. I don't know. Did I just do that?
No.
Am I crazy?
I think you talked about like the everything happening for a reason aspect.
Yeah.
But I want you to talk about like fate, like your life being set in stone.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay, someone one time explained this to me, like, in like a religious context, like kind of how like God's plan and all that stuff, and was explaining to me like it's like a movie, and like the character in the movie still has free will and is still choosing all the things, but like the
movie's
person's
over.
already seen the movie, they know what happens,
okay.
kind of thing, right? But like, so I don't really believe, like, I don't like.
Kinda,
I'm
honestly,
not
though,
religious,
that's
but that's a good way to
crazy-
explain it.
That's a crazy.
Isn't that
way
really good to
that's a-
explain? Yeah,
it's
someone
an
explained that
amazing
to me
way
once, and I was like, wait, that actually makes a lot of sense, and I get it. But like to me, like I'm not religious, so in my head, I'm just like, that's like if I went to the future and I was like, I know who you're gonna end up with, and I'm just like, I just know that, you know, it's like I don't know. To me, it's just like it's not. It doesn't have the same
Doesn't
meaning,
really
but
change much.
I don't necessarily like because I think that like. If I could time travel and be like, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen, and I knew that was what's going to happen, I'm like, sure, then I guess everyone's meant to have a certain thing, like a certain path.
Yeah.
But like, you don't know that, and you
Yeah.
still have. I still believe like you can choose, like you have. I'm saying you always will have a choice, and like you can fully choose to not go a certain way, and it's not because you weren't meant for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like. It's not like I don't know.
No,
Sometimes things are just
it's
lucky.
a really like deep thing to talk about. It's really like there's so many layers to
Yeah.
uncover.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
I think it's really comfortable for people to say,
my life's set.
like, oh, this was fate. That was meant to be.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. That's why I say it in a comforting sense, but I don't believe it. Like, if someone were to be like, oh, like, that wasn't meant, like, I'll say things like that wasn't meant to be because I think that that's true. But I think, like, it's almost, I don't want to say, like, lazy, but I feel like it's just, like,
Yeah.
the same thing, like, when
It's an
people are like,
excuse
oh, if it's
almost.
meant to have happened, it'll happen. But it's like, then you're just sitting back and waiting for it. Like, why don't
it's
you
an
just, like, get
excuse.
off your ass and do something about it?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it sometimes. I'm like, sometimes you need to, like, actually take a step and, like, do something about your life instead of just being like, oh,
Yeah.
it'll come if it's right for me. Like that's not how that works.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, let me segue a bit. Nothing you guys have said I disagree with. Sorry, I'm putting my mic down.
Talk into it though.
But so nothing you guys have said I disagree with, and I think like there's so many layers to uncover on these topics.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna
it's
get
like a
through
lot of
everything.
takes.
But
But I see all the sides though.
Okay, so like let's get into the topic of you already mentioned it, but when someone goes through hardships, is it like how do you shape that to be
How do I come?
associated with fate? No. Like the question is
Like what's just my take? Like what's my view on it?
yeah. Is there meaning behind the struggles that people go through?
Well, I think like
What
I don't
is-
think you can like take away the meaning from it. Like I think everyone draws a meaning from it. Like I don't think that you could just
Yeah.
be like, yeah, but I think also like it's just comforting to know that like, oh, maybe this horror, like you even said you're like, I go through a breakup and I'm like, well, it wasn't like you're telling yourself these things to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but it's not like that. It's
not that
and like
that's
maybe in the back of your
actually
head you
why it
know
didn't
it's
happen.
true. Like
yeah,
you know that like, oh, maybe this like it's not like it actually happened to you for a reason. Like
Yeah.
you didn't get fucking whatever.
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
that, the other
exactly.
thing happened to you for a reason. I just think it's like I think I'll depending on who I'm talking to, like I'll curate my answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
But like my view on it is just like that sucks that happened and there's no other way to frame it. Like that just really sucks.
Okay.
But like you will come out on the other end of it.
yeah.
That's
I
how
think there's
about
there's a lot of people as well that like I've talked to that have had something bad happen to them, and they've been like, people have come to me saying, oh, you know, everything happens for a reason, or like this.
And doesn't
Like
help.
that doesn't help.
No.
In the situation, like I don't. Like that's
'Cause,
not
like,
what.
what's the
necessarily
reason? I'm
what I
still
wanna
sad
hear,
you're
and
sad
that's
about it. Yeah.
And that's not helping me move forward and progress with like how I'm
Exactly.
feeling, right? So I guess like when you look at it from that perspective, I can see where you're saying like that's the lazy route, or not lazy, but
I don't wanna
for
say
lack
lazy,
of better
but yeah.
for lack of better word, that's like the
It's
the
easy.
easy way out, right? But I would say like, again, to an extent, like you could say that, but it's also about how you're gonna like change that. I believe in like the ability to change your route, right?
Yeah.
So if you say everything happens for a reason, then make the next thing happen,
For a
like
good
turn
reason.
negative to positive type of thing.
So you're like, it's like your spin on it, kind
Yeah,
of. Thing.
it's like how you spin it. Maybe that's what.
That's
like,
what you take from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what you take
Yeah.
from it, and that's what the thing that happens.
Like that's the direct result of.
That's
I-
the
I-
that's the
that's
product
exactly
of
what I
the
think, too.
happening for a reason.
Okay. Yeah.
That's exactly what I think.
For me, I like directly, I guess, like tackle it. Like I think people going through bad things or struggles, I think that the entire meaning of that is shaping the person to be who they are meant to be.
Yeah.
And I think
So you think like they're meant to be a certain way?
like I think it like falls into the topics of like character and like what someone's true character is and like them coming into their own as a person. And I think everything that they go through in terms of hardships and struggles and your childhood, your life, will make you who you are meant to be deep down. And like it's just like something, it's almost a growth thing. I think someone who grew up with almost like a life of like not really knowing reality or not really knowing struggles or hardships
Yeah.
will have an entirely different take on who they are as a person and
Oh,
like what they
100%.
can go through than someone who has met it early on.
But do you think that's like the same thing as fate and like meant to be and all that stuff? Like that's just how they were raised.
yeah.
Like, that's just like a different.
I just think someone who, like, people who go through the hardships think more about like what's meant to be or like who they're meant to be than like people who don't.
But
Yeah,
really,
because they don't. Yeah,
know.
I guess because they don't.
I get
have
what you're
to.
saying, but I disagree.
Okay.
I get what you're saying though, but I just think that like, I think that having an easy or hard, I think that having a hard life and having bad things happen to you would make you more inclined to be like, why is this happening to me? But I
Yeah.
don't think that like not
Not having that.
not
happen.
growing up in that
It's just
environment,
the-
not having that stuff happen to you makes you less like to question.
Well,
I
like,
would
think
say,
about
I
it
would
this way.
say,
Let's
I would,
frame-
I would think of it in the opposite way though. Like I feel like, okay, say you haven't had any hardship
Yeah.
done unto you like
Yeah.
at all, right?
Yeah.
And then something comes down the line where you haven't faced anything, but now you're starting to face it.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be like, why the fuck is this happening to me? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
Right.
What do I
but
do?
If you've had this like from day one,
Yeah.
like maybe initially when you're a kid, you're like, why is this
got a
happening to me?
tolerance.
But like, yeah, your initial
Yeah.
instinct now is to be like how am I going to change this?
Yeah,
Let me-
like
let
it's
me
more like
work
a,
under
like
pressure.
fixing it, not
let
like
me
a
fix
yeah.
this.
You're not like in the emotions.
And then from then on, like any hardship that you face is going to be like your fight or flight is going to kick in. Like
Exactly,
okay,
yeah.
shit, like this is going to be.
Well, you
like,
know,
how I deal
yeah,
with it.
I agree with all that. I was just confused what that was
I
about
know.
your take on.
I'm trying to like, I guess
like, what's
a
your take
different
on
way
the
I
thing?
would word it is like, oh, I just lost it. It was right in my
Like,
head.
because you were saying you're like, oh, I think everything makes you like to who you're meant to be.
Yeah.
But do you think that those things were meant to happen to you? Kind of like, is that your take on it? Because you're like, oh, these like everything makes you into who you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. But like, do you think that the things that add up
Happen
to that
to you?
happening are like the things that are meant to happen, or it's like it could be any sum of things? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Like if you're thinking like, do you think of it like you're born and like you're meant, like there's a person you're gonna end up being, but like what happens between that, is that like set in stone, or can that just be like shuffled? Sort of
But
see, like,
that's like the
crazy.
That's
the
like
movie.
the movie thing.
It's
yeah,
like
it's literally
it's like there's a beginning and
you
an
have a
end,
character.
and everything between it is like whatever. But I don't actually
Yeah.
think that there's a beginning and an end, like set in stone. I think like I don't feel that way.
I think there is. Like I think
Interesting.
when you are born, there like who you are meant to be at the end of it all is already set. I think I do believe that.
I don't know.
But I like the path there is what I genuinely think is very unique and like you choose. Like it's almost like if I were to say
it's basically like finding out who you are.
Yeah.
Versus like being
Like I think
okay,
a person
this is-
who hadn't gone through hardships and struggles is less likely to truly find their purpose or like find it later on.
because they're probably less likely to question it.
because they're like everything just is like
Comes naturally, comes
yeah,
easy.
Yeah. Rather than someone who like has gone through struggles and hardships and like their entire thing is finding out who they are.
But that
like,
doesn't like change the fact that like
No, it doesn't.
doesn't change your take on the whole thing anyway.
So like if someone is meant to be like a person who I guess like I don't know, it's because then you question like are people
But
meant
why
to
are
be-
we separate? Like I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
why is it a separate conversation? Isn't it the same anyways?
It is the same.
Because I'm not saying like the person's take on it. I'm saying your take on it in general. But you're like, the person's gonna be questioning it more.
My take on it in general is like when like you like the person you are meant to be is set out like that. It's like it's set in stone.
Okay.
I feel like to an extent, yes and no. But that's because I'm like literally like everything that's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that's like I'm literally like if I were to have a time machine right now, everything would just have happened anyway.
Yeah.
But like you're making it happen that way.
Yeah, it is a mindfuck.
Because also like everything is happening at the same time.
The way I see it, like there's two different ways in this particular like scenario. It's like, okay, there's a puzzle. You're putting the pieces together to make that last person.
But it's
good analogy.
Or
that's
one. That's one. Or you're starting from scratch, making something. You're cooking something in a lab.
You don't know how it's gonna.
You don't know what the final product is.
I think it's both.
And then boom, this is the final product.
I think it's both. Like I think that's a really good way to say it. I think it's both. I think it's like I think there's certain things that are like you're gonna have this. This is gonna be you.
Yeah.
And like there's puzzle pieces in it, but then like the rest you're kind of making up along the way. But I think that like also, I strongly believe that like you have such a big sway on your life going either negatively or positively. Like you can entirely influence everything that's going on in your life. Like you could be dealt the shittiest hand ever and like you can make the most of it.
Yeah.
And like you could still live like maybe an objectively shitty life, but you're happy and like that's fine.
Yeah.
Or you could live like the worst life ever, or you could be dealt the best hand ever and then throw it to shit and like literally make the worst decisions ever and like be a completely negative like human being. I don't know.
True.
Yeah.
I just think that like everyone has the ability to move towards a positive like self-actualization type shit thing.
Very valid.
I don't think that anyone's like meant to be type shit thing.
Okay.
Shit thing.
I don't think anyone's meant to be like bad or good or whatever. But that's another conversation. I think.
Yeah, it is, definitely is. I'm gonna segue into this question then. This is gonna be answer this personally and like answer it like quick, I guess.
Okay.
How can you balance believing in destiny while taking responsibility for your own choices? So basically, how do you like what you were saying, like you can just say everything's meant to be. You can say something's meant to happen to me, but you can just sit back and lay in bed all day, every day.
Yeah.
So
like it's
how
just
do you
like
balance doing that?
Well,
you go.
I feel like it's more like just a fuck around and find out type of thing. Like if you choose to like sit back and be like, okay, like shit will come to me.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna find out real quick that
it doesn't.
It doesn't work
100%.
that way, right?
But I feel like that's true to what you were saying about some people. It's easy to do that because it actually does come to them.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying. I get what you're saying.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
like so the way I see it is, if I were to say how I would balance that is.
Wait, let him finish his thing.
Oh.
No, go.
Oh, okay, sorry.
What I was gonna say is, like if like the way I see it personally is, I still think I'm gonna end up where I'm gonna end up. Like everything I want to happen in my life will happen. Like I think that's where I'm gonna go. But I'm never gonna get there if I don't like actually work, like put the work in.
Yeah.
And where I think like that ties into like it falls off is kids who don't go through the hardships or struggles or whatever will just think that they don't have to put the work in, and like it's just gonna be there eventually.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like they're more inclined to like have that mindset of like they can just sit back and it'll come to them.
Yeah. Okay, what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say like I think where it ties into deciding like your destiny or something like that. I think it's just realistically establishing that first and being like, okay, that this is where I think it's like the puzzle pieces, putting the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
What I would do is I'm establishing already like where I want to be at, and then like building blocks from
like
there.
choosing the right choices and opportunities to get
So
there.
like that's, call it the destiny part. This is my destiny, and then choosing my path is a part of getting to my destiny or getting to destination.
Yes.
I think I feel like I just like realized my take on it. I think I don't know if I believe. Okay, I don't know if I believe in destiny exactly, but I believe in like everyone has a goal. Like at any point of your life, you have a goal for something. Like today, you woke up this morning, you're like, I'm gonna come here and do this. Like you have a goal for something. Maybe your goal is like bigger.
Today
It's like
I woke
a career.
up and I was like, fuck.
Today I was like, I want to go back to bed. Actually, but whatever. You know.
Everyone has a goal for the day.
Like for example, and maybe it's like not even the day. Like maybe you're like oh my goal is you're like I want to be famous. That's your thing. Or like you're like I want to be an engineer or whatever. You have like a job you want to get to, and so everyone's like building their like little puzzle thing, but also like making their own shit around it towards that goal. But I think goals change. Like I think your goal can change. Like you can like I wanted to be a surgeon. Like I wanted to go to med school, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. And if anyone who knew me in high school knew that that's literally like I was like, no, literally watch me in 8 years, I'll be there. Like I'll literally do it. And I was so like dead set on it. And then I got to university, and I was like, actually fucking way I'm doing that shit. I'm actually not doing it. True. And then so now I'm like, but I built all this shit for that, and I still have it. It's just like now I'm going somewhere else.
Right.
But like so it's just kind of
It's like,
I just think it's. Yeah, but I also think when things happen to me and I know that I played a part in it, I'm not like, oh, well, it happened for a reason. Like, but I'm I think it's important to take responsibility about your actions. I think you could do both. I don't know how you're about, like, I don't know, like, exactly. I think I'm more inclined to be like, well, this is where I fucked up, this is what I did type thing, instead of being like, oh, like, that's how it was, like, I did that because it was meant for me. I was supposed to do that.
Okay.
I was a shitty person because I was supposed to be shitty.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's fair. Why did we all just...
I don't know. Okay, let's get a bit lighter hearted.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, do you think people are meant to be with each other when you look at couples?
In a relationship? Like soulmates.
Oh, yeah. Do you believe in
such a
soulmates? Wait, but that's a whole other episode, nah?
Isn't that what?
No, it is. You're right.
We should keep this brief because this could be a whole episode.
It is. That's what I'm saying. We got to, okay, so.
Okay, now we'll
I'll start
keep
by
it
saying
short
I believe in soulmates. I do. I think you're meant to be with the right person.
Yeah.
Honestly, it could be like more than one person, but I think overall, like you're destined to be with some person or like a type of person. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. I've always believed it, and I don't think there's any like thing that hasn't told me otherwise. Yeah.
I think I agree. I think you are meant to be with someone, and like it's a very hopeless romantic thing of me to say.
Again, it's also more complicated than just that.
It is so much, yeah. But I think I agree. Like I think
it.
it's hard for me to waver that I don't believe that. I think I very much believe that you will be with the person you're meant to be with, and I feel like you disagree.
I don't know. I have such a weird take.
I
don't know my take because it's changed so many times. But I'm like, I'm very pessimistic when it comes to romance. Like
exactly.
I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I'm slightly a hopeless romantic, but like, I don't know. That's just been like buried for a while. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's making a comeback, like little by little. We're getting deep for a second. But
tragic. I'm
just saying. I have like, I don't know if I believe in it. I think there's people who are meant to come in your life at certain times, and you're meant to have like your paths are meant to cross, and like I don't know, maybe twin flame ? I don't know all the definitions and things, but I don't know if I exactly.
Do we even have time
define
to get into
twin flame
that?
if you can? We do. We'll define.
A twin flame is like someone who comes in your life and they have like an extreme, profound impact on you, but they're not necessarily who you're meant to end up with.
Yeah, twin. Like twin. It's good, twin.
Yeah, okay, but it's like twin flame.
A twin flame is an intense soul connection with someone thought to be a person's other half. Something called a mirror soul. It's
but
based
it's
on
not
the idea.
who you end up with.
Yeah.
Twin flame. It could be a best friend. It could be a romance. It could be a situation. It could literally be any. It could be your mom. Like it could be someone so random. Like it's like
I see.
It's someone, but the thing is that they have like an extreme impact on you. Like it's very, very intense and whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that there's things like that happen. I think those are real.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I believe that
you're meant to be with one person.
Like I think that you could say like there's like you said there's like a type of person.
Yeah.
And I think that there's like a group, and like, anyone in that group could be your soulmate.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I believe there's like a one, but I do like I've like seen relationships happen, and I'm like that makes so much sense. Like that was meant to happen. Like y'all were meant to find each other.
Yeah.
I believe in that thing, but I also think it's like of course, everyone's gonna say that they ended up together. Of course, everyone's gonna be like they meant to end up together. Like they did.
True.
That was literally like
true.
At every damn wedding speech, it's like y'all were meant to be together. Like I just knew from the moment I met. Like, yeah, of course you fucking did, bitch. You're at the wedding. Like, hello. Let's be serious.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I see both sides.
Okay.
I just don't know my take yet.
A little bit of a hypo here. Hypothetical. Okay, if you could know your future, would you?
No.
Why or why not?
I don't wanna. Are you saying that nothing I could do between now and then would fuck it up if I already knew that it was going to happen? Like if you were like, oh, I know the person you end up with is this person. Because that changes my answer. Because actually, I don't know if it changes my answer, but I'm just curious.
Is it going to be like...
Oh, shit. I think... Okay, so what I'm saying is here. You go to the future. You see where you're at. You like know like where
Like
you're at.
everything. Like I know how I'm
You
with, I
don't
know my
the-
job, or just
like say you go 20 years in the future. You don't know everything that happened through the 20 years. You just know that like the 2 years.
you know the end of the story.
Yeah.
Like you know the end of the movie. You don't know what
Yeah,
happens.
you don't know what happens in between.
No. That's changing my life.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
I'm
it's a
going,
yes
I'm
for
going
me.
to the end of the movie. I'm going.
No, I don't wanna go.
I'm going to the future, bro.
Dude, I think it's as simple as this. When I'm watching a movie, I love scrolling on Netflix to see the final clip.
Nah,
bro.
that's a little bit. That's a
Nah,
little
like,
bit
if-
demonic, bro.
if I'm feeling
that's
like,
demonic
fucked
as
up.
fuck.
Like, this is
That
That's
is
kinda
demonic as
fucked
fuck,
up.
bro. Why the
How
fuck
is
would
that
you do that?
demonic?
No, like,
just-
bro.
I don't
When it
know.
comes
I
to
don't want to spoil it. I want to
When it-
enjoy the journey. Like
No,
I don't
yeah,
like.
yeah,
I
yeah.
hate
That's
when
valid.
if
See, like,
someone tells me the
agree-
end of a show, I'm
Yeah,
pissed
obviously.
off.
See, I agree.
I'm not watching
when it
it.
comes to small things, but when it comes to my life, I'm like, shit. Tell me, like,
Dude,
you know,
that's
like,
what
No, I don't want to know.
I'm like, shit. Like that's gonna be me. Like, how the fuck?
I
know,
bro.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
fuck with like surprises in the first place.
I love
so
surprises.
if somebody's saying like, "Yo, I know your future," like, come 2 blocks down and I'll show you your future, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going, bro.
I think I'm saying yes too.
The
No, I'm
reason-
saying no. Sticking
it's
with no.
just- No, bro. Like, because then
I don't
it
wanna know.
becomes a surprise. I'm like, shit. Like,
no, but I
somebody
love
knows.
that.
I don't know, and I'm gonna find out.
Okay, well, I'm asking this to Shiv because I don't think this can apply to you. You've been in a relationship for like 7 fucking years, but. Sorry, whatever. Have you ever?
hella
Well, no.
pessimistic.
It, like,
So,
yeah,
it's
it's-
like your
bro,
whole
that shit,
life, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
your whole like
it's-
conscious life, you've been away and you know whatever. And so, because it's
Okay.
a romance thing.
No,
Okay?
yeah.
Okay, but have you ever like not just like had one of those crushes or like those feelings you've caught that was just so out of left field and you're like, where did that come from? And it was like surprise, like what? Like
For a person?
Yeah. Like someone like you randomly like, wait, what? I did not expect that. Like whatever. Or have you ever been watching like you're watching a show and it's the most random like pairing of characters, but you're like, that makes so much sense, but it's like that was so like where'd that come from? Like that was never hinted before. And then you have like it's like a random thing like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Do
I
you not
understand.
like enjoy that? Like that's
Do I
like
not
surprise.
enjoy
It's
that?
fun.
No.
Why?
I don't enjoy like let me take it to the first question you asked me.
Yeah.
Catching random feelings for someone out of left field.
Okay, but
that's
like it's
coming.
not like there's nothing. Let's say there's nothing wrong with it.
There's
There's
nothing
no
wrong
like
with it.
it's just like
random no, I'm like nah.
no. I like
can't do that.
I like unexpected
Like,
shit.
that was fucked. No,
No, I
that
like
was
the
funny.
unexpected shit. I hate it when it's like,
Nah,
oh yeah, that's obviously what's
I
gonna
need my
happen.
shit to be nuanced. Like I need to know why I'm
That's
catching
exactly
this.
why. That's exactly what I think it is.
No, but I need to know why I'm catching those feelings.
but-
like I need to be led
No,
up to it.
I'm not
Like,
saying that there's no reason for it. I'm
No,
just
I
saying like
understand.
maybe you never saw them in that light before, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're like, wait.
No, I hate that. Nah, I
That's-
can't do that. No.
Shiv cannot do that.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Shiv
no.
cannot do that.
Like never see them in that light and then I see them.
Yeah,
No.
What the f?
That's not for
Why?
Shiv, man. It's okay.
I think because I don't know. I just can't imagine like looking at someone and I've known them and then one day I wake up and I look at them and I'm like, oh wait, like I see you in a different light now.
Yeah, but see, this is so funny to me because I swear we've talked about this, and I'm like, you've been like, oh, well, if you think you're gonna meet the person you met and you're gonna end up with, well, that was not England.
What the fuck was that?
Murphy. Yo. All right. You're not getting a cut either. Man. You're not getting a
let's clear
cut.
that up. Sorry,
I'm
go.
not scared of it. I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm
go,
fine with
go,
it.
go. You've asked me that before.
He's asked
I
me.
love that question, by the
Do
way.
you think
Do you
you've met the person already
that
you're gonna end up with? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, probably not. And you're like, yes.
I think I have.
So that's crazy to me.
Why is that crazy?
Because what is this, like an ex coming back? Like, what do you mean you've never seen them in this light? And this is
okay.
like a,
Okay,
that's
hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
No, it's not
no,
that.
no, no.
I'm saying
I'm
you're
calling him
talking
out.
about. You're talking about like.
Like, I'm just saying in general, like, you're
fuck,
saying,
this is
okay, at
confusing.
some point in my life, I've already met this person. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying this could even be like not even someone you really know. It could be like a random like
Yeah.
like an acquaintance, like but just anything that's kind of like unexpected.
But I'm
it doesn't need to be like your friend that you've just never thought about like that
Yes,
before, whatever.
But even
I'm
if
saying,
it's
like,
that
a
random
person-
acquaintance, it needs to be like for me. It needs to be prepped and slow
There needs to
and
be, like,
like, oh, I do like them.
Well,
oh, I find them
duh.
attractive. Like we're
Bro,
getting closer.
you're not
Shiv's
skipping
favorite
those
word,
steps.
curated now.
You're not skipping those steps in what I'm saying. I'm just saying like you're just like, oh, this is like a romantic interest emerges from a place you didn't expect, and you're like, oh.
No, but I need to
And then-
expect this. Is what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, you're weird.
I have to expect
I'm just
it.
saying. I don't like to know. I
Okay.
like surprises.
Okay,
I'm chill.
I
I
forgot
don't want to
the
know
fucking question we
because
were
if I
answering.
knew, you
Oh,
said if you
future.
know the life. So if I knew my life,
Yeah.
I feel like if I knew that whatever, let's say I liked it, I feel like I would just make choices knowing that in the back of my head, and it would just fuck with everything. Like I would be like, no, but this is supposed to happen. If I knew I was gonna end up with, I'd be like, okay, why am I even like giving anyone else time of day? Like, let me go see like what he's doing. Like, hello, what am I doing here?
Okay, I'll answer, and we'll move on. I would say yes. I want to know my future because if I only know just the ending of it, and I end up happy or not about it, I think my when I go back to this present, my journey will always be
You think it'll be the same?
It'd be the same for me because say it ended up bad and I'm like, oh, I go to fucking the future and I'm like dying from a terminal illness or something. I would just live my life a bit more exciting.
Make everything good.
But say I'm like
so that the
happy and
bad-
I have a happy family and stuff like that. I wouldn't want to change anything. I would come back and live it more happily, knowing I end up happy. I'm like, let's make a lot of good memories along the way.
I agree completely with that. I would literally just say
Or not?
Save it. Can you
actually
save it?
no. Go ahead.
No,
unless
you
you're
go.
gonna do it,
No,
so.
we're gonna. What were
Alright.
you gonna say? Do you have something?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We all good? Is everyone good?
Okay.
Are you good? Am I good? Are we good? Okay, everyone's good?
Okay.
That's good. You sure you're good? Are you fine? Okay.
We'll do this quick. You know your question to end it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll do this quick. Okay, I want to answer. I like all three of these questions. If you had a theme song, what would your theme song be?
I don't fucking know.
Shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, Glow by Glorilla.
If I had a
Mine's
theme
Yeah,
song.
Glow by Glorilla right now.
Sorry,
I can't think of nothing else. That's
Yeah,
the first
Glow.
song that popped into my
Yeah,
head.
Glow.
Yeah, Glow.
Oh,
The pussy.
no,
the
that's some
shit.
shit.
So, Yeah, Glow.
Cartier, Western nails, ho.
Yeah,
Curb, no curb. That's fire. That's fire.
But actually, it's probably not. I just can't think of none.
Shit, bro. Fuck.
More sorts.
Growing Sideways by Noah Khan.
Honestly, like for release. No,
That's a solid
La
pick.
Campanella. Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, mine's probably. I just need somebody to
Yeah,
Yeah,
shut
bro.
this shit down.
Someone get this guy a girlfriend,
Okay,
please.
okay.
Wrap this shit up, bro.
Jesus.
Go. What's your question? And let's yap and end it.
Wait.
I wanted to.
Actually, you're so right.
Yeah.
Whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
Mine was going to be, which maybe it's kind of unrelated, but let's say you saw your future and you knew you were dying in 6 months. You knew you were about to die in 6 months. What are you doing for the next 6 months? Are you happy with the life you lived thus far? B, what are you doing in those 6 months? And go.
Okay. A, am I happy with the life I've lived so far?
Like keep in mind, you're only 20. Like you're
Yeah,
only
I'm only
20.
22. I'm
You're
dying
only
in 6 months.
22.
It's not.
Oh yeah,
It's
22.
not existential
bro.
as fuck.
Birthday, I forgot about that. I was like 21.
Forgot about my birthday.
22.
Okay. Yes, I'm probably not like extremely happy about that life I live, but like I have the most amazing friend. Like I think I'm happy. It's just like I'm
Yeah.
like, kind of nowhere, but
You
I'm
wish
also
you did
dying in 6
more.
months. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
B.
You don't
What
leave
am I
something
doing?
behind,
What am I
like,
doing for 6 months? Oh God, bro, I'm going back. Fuck. 6 months. I'm hitting up all the past. Like I'm like I still love you. I'm saying that. I'm saying I still love
So
you.
you're,
can't
so
do
you're
that,
just like
bro.
no balls, just
No, I'm
fucking.
kidding.
Bro,
Obviously
I'm about to
not.
die. Who
Toxic
cares?
as fuck.
Full send. Full send.
That
Bro,
is
if
toxic
you're
as
about to
fuck.
die, I mean, actually valid. You're about to die. Who cares?
yeah, right.
Like it could be the most toxic shit. You're about to die, bro.
Validate
Live that
me.
shit out for
No,
6 months.
I'm not validating you.
I'm not validating this one,
No,
like
bro.
what he's
Oh my
saying.
Because your
specifically.
legacy lives on. You
But
know
like,
what I mean?
no, but like, hear me
I don't
out for
want
a
to be a
second.
Begamon in my last 6 months.
Hear me out. Hear me out for a
See, I got
second.
you, bro. Like, bro.
No, but like, what if it's like, actually, you're so right.
Okay, for my last
What if,
6
but
months,
if it's
I
something
think
that
I
you
would.
ended, then I'd be like, okay, you could low-key go back. It's
My
like
last
6
6
months. Fuck around, fine, that was fine.
I think I'd like.
You're gonna die. Who
I
cares?
think I'd.
Literally, you're gonna die.
I think I'd apply for like the largest sum of a credit card I can find and just travel backpack, go to the first spot I could, and then from there.
Why don't you just apply to like
I'd
Make-A-Wish?
start a GoFundMe on
Oh,
TikTok and be
hell
like,
no.
fund my
What the
bucket list.
I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm
Dude, they
about to
wouldn't
die.
take
Like,
me.
give me some money, please.
They wouldn't take me.
No,
It's
I
a
would
terminal
go on
illness
go on
thing.
fucking
Yeah, terminal
TikTok.
illness, they'll-
No, but you don't. No one knows you're about to die. You know it.
But the Make-A-Wish
He's
people,
saying
what do you
go to
mean?
Make a wish.
You can't do that. You need cancer. I need to be a kid.
You're
He's
dying in 6
22.
months. What are you dying of?
He's 22 and not with cancer.
No, you could be Make-A-Wish without
Okay,
being a
listen.
kid.
Okay, but
I
hold
didn't
on. 6
specify.
months,
This is too deep,
Yeah.
guys. Let's just
6 months, I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm just like doing everything I possibly want to, traveling probably as much as I could.
What's?
You died in 6 months.
Yeah.
Are you telling anyone?
If we die in 6 months,
Yeah.
are we telling anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Do I
telling.
just know when, not how? I just know when.
I am telling.
No,
I don't.
no.
It depends.
I'm telling.
I tell some, not others.
I'm
not telling
I'm
anyone.
snitching. I'm snitching.
I'm not telling anyone.
No, I
I'm
tell some, not
I'm
others.
snitching. I'm snitching
not
on
telling
myself.
I don't know who I would tell and who I wouldn't, but I would tell.
I'm telling
someone.
everybody, bro.
I'm telling nobody.
Actually,
We have
No,
three
but then
realistic
everyone would be like,
options. That's
okay, let's
crazy.
hang
That's
out
a good
every day.
question.
Everyone would be like,
No,
I
you
need to
got
see when
three
you're free.
realistic options.
Yeah, yo, Abdu with the banger add-on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling my parents, my brother. I'm telling my girlfriend. I'm not telling my friends. No,
That's valid.
No, it's
I would
it's-
want to.
no,
I don't think I'd tell.
that's how I feel.
Actually, I don't think I'd tell because I want to enjoy the time that's left, and I don't want them to be just be sad that I'm about to die.
yeah.
I'm sad that I'm about to die. Why you gotta be sad too?
No,
Like, cheer me
it's,
up.
no, it's because
Cheer me
like,
up, bro.
I feel like
I'm about
I
to
feel
die.
like
You know what I'm saying?
I can live with the sympathy of like my parents, my girlfriend, my brother, whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like our friend group is way too big to
Have all that emotion.
for all of them to be sympathizing with me. I'd literally be overwhelmed and be like, yeah, fuck this. No.
I feel like if I had a significant other, I might tell them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think
And,
that's probably,
we
like, that'd be
I
up
do
there.
so much with her. Knowing
Yeah, like
that,
of course you'd need to. Yeah, that's like.
You'd want to give her the option
feel like
of
I'd
like
wanna,
being
like,
able to
prep
grieve
them.
early
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
and move on.
for the guys, it's more like
Wait, I have a question. Okay, sorry.
life is normal.
Answer, and then I have a question, funny question to end it off.
Wait, what was my original question? Would I be?
know.
Oh, would I be happy? No.
Yeah.
With my life thus far, no. But I'm also only 21, so like, let me be so serious right now. I guess so. Like, what am I gonna do?
would
Like,
say
was I supposed to travel all the world already? Probably not. I
I'd
don't
be
know.
happy with the life I lived.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be satisfied.
Me too. I'd be
what I
happy with what's happened thus far, but I honestly wish I did more.
Yeah.
What would I do in the last 6 months? I'm literally fucking packing it up and I'm traveling.
Yeah.
And I'm taking my friends with me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
on me, guys. I'm not gonna be here to pay the debt.
With
It's
the
fine.
$2 I got
JK
in my
though, because
bank
then my
account.
mom's
Put
gonna
on
have to
the
do it and I feel
utmost
bad.
debt.
I feel real bad, actually.
Okay.
But
that's
I'm actually, no, I'm starting a TikTok account being like, guys, I'm about to die.
dying.
Please.
Yo.
Please, fund me, fund my bucket
Like,
list.
low
I'm
key
saying
though,
that.
low key though.
Because people be
Like,
doing that and like, yo, as they should.
crazy
Because
as crazy as it sounds.
if someone
yeah,
was like, I
I'm
have terminal cancer, I'm dying in 2 months, fund my bucket list, I'd be like, here's $10
I'm
bro.
saying no. I'm not giving nothing.
Like, I don't
I'm
have
just
money to
saying,
give
yo,
you.
like, I
There's people that
appreciate,
do it,
But
though.
like,
I'd be
no,
like,
but
yo, I feel
I
bad for you,
respect the hustle because
Yeah,
I'd
like,
be doing that too.
Get well soon, bro. Like,
get
Like,
well
it
soon, bro.
gets
I'll
me in my
see you
heart.
after 6 months.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
pull
I'll
out
see
your
you in a
heartstrings
bit.
soon.
Yeah,
I'll be
hope
like,
you
guys,
get
I'm
better,
done. Anyway, so what's your fun question?
Funny last question. You're in a relationship. All three of us are in a relationship. Hypothetically, you are. Okay.
God, when will that ever
If
happen?
you die, wait, what did you just say?
no.
If you die, do you want your significant other to move on or not?
Yeah.
All right, and
what?
we're gonna end the podcast here, guys.
Bro,
No,
if you're sad for the rest of your life because I died, like,
have you guys
come
watched
on.
Have you guys watched the show
Me before you-
Manifest?
No. Yes.
No, I haven't.
Where
I didn't finish it.
basically like the plane goes missing
Oh, for 5 years.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
But it's 5
And,
years,
like,
bro.
basically
And people moved on.
Yeah. The wife moved on with some next man, and like the
guy
kids,
comes back.
the
Oh.
kids fuck with the stepdad,
Yeah.
like, basically, and like it's like
I
this
forgot
whole
it's been
thing.
a while, but yeah.
Like, honestly, it's obviously I would want,
Move on, bro.
Yeah, I would want you to move on, but like
Take
keep
some
me in your
time,
thoughts,
breathe.
like a lot. You know what I mean? Like a lot. Like keep
Yeah.
me in your thoughts.
Hell
like,
nah,
you better
bro.
mention
Here's my
every day.
thing.
Like every day you wake up and be like, shit. Like
Nah.
you're not the same.
I want
like,
you
you're
to.
not him.
You ever
I
watch
want
Grey's
you to-
Anatomy?
No.
Huh?
Fuck you. You ever watch Grey's Anatomy?
No.
Okay, whatever. Meredith and Derek, spoiler alert, Derek dies. Everyone fucking knows this, by the way. They're meant to be. It's like the best thing ever. He dies. And she goes on, like, I don't know, maybe a year or two, like 2, 3. She takes some time
Yeah, but
off.
she was slimy to
She takes
begin
some,
with, though.
bro,
you know?
he was fucking slimy. He
They
cheated
were
on his
both-
wife with her
yeah,
to
they
begin
were both
with.
slimy, bro.
No, she wasn't even.
All right, bro.
He had a wife. She didn't know. Okay, we're not doing this right now. He's never gonna see the show. Anyways,
Okay.
but I'm saying, I think like when your significant other dies, like if you think that was your soulmate, you can move on in a way that still like honors them. But like you move on, like knowing that like I don't know. Anyway, I'm like referencing that because if you know, you know, but you guys don't fucking know. So
When
it's
you
If I
know,
die,
you know.
move on, bro.
my-
I would tell my husband move on. Like fucking get over
my
it.
significant other better not like single for the rest of it, always living in my name.
I better be in the back of his head
Like,
though. Like
Okay.
I'm haunting
So
him.
why would you want him to move on then? Like, that's
Because
the worst.
no,
yeah.
because I don't want.
You're worse than me.
bro. If I love him, why do I want to be sad for the rest of his life?
Yeah, but you sad.
He's not gonna be. He can be happy to move on to your name. Like he can be happy. I'm just like you're not sleeping with like. Oh wait, hold on.
No, but you're saying she can't move on. I'm saying he can. I'm
sleep
saying
with-
move
I'm
on.
saying like I'll be with a ghost. I'll sleep next to you. Like leave me a spot.
Bro, that's so fucking stupid.
I'm not moving on. If the love of my life that I married died, I'm not moving on
Ever?
ever.
Oh, that's such a joke because that's so not happening.
That's not cap. It's not cap at all.
That's cap.
I give it
It's
3
okay, though.
years.
I
give
would
him
say
3 years.
yeah, move on.
Hell no, don't move on.
Like take some years.
Nah, don't
Obviously,
move
like
Give me one.
take
give
like 30
me,
years
devote,
and then move on.
Devote,
Like, I
like,
want you to
devote,
make-
give me at least 2.
on. I want
No,
you to
like,
make
depending on the
everything you do in your
circumstances,
life
maybe
named after
1,
me.
1
like,
and a half.
Take a couple.
like,
Take a couple decades.
Name
you
your
know?
sister's
like
kid
mourn
after
me, feel bad, go through a
The
depression.
way I see it, like
Open a
really-
charity in my name. Open an
No,
orphanage in my
do all
name.
that.
Like-
Do all that. In the
What if y'all have kids? What if y'all had kids at this
Them
point?
kids better not move on to no stepdad either. Are you fucked?
Nah, bro.
Then you can't move on.
If we
'cause,
had kids, the kids must
bro,
approve your next girl. Is what I'm saying.
Nope.
Nah.
Single mother life.
Single mom.
Nah, bro.
Single mom.
Give them a mom. I don't care.
All right, okay.
I'll fund you in spirit.
That's
like,
the
you know,
end
like,
of the podcast.
I'll pay child support in spirit.
That's crazy.
What are you gonna do? Haunt them take them, go like
you said
haunt
you
them
pay
at
a
their
lot.
dance
You
recitals.
pay child
I'll pay
support.
in spirit though.
Yeah, via ghost money. What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Ghost money, blood
All right,
money,
all right,
same
all right.
thing.
Okay, that's the end of the episode. That was really fun. I was Shiv.
That was long as fuck.
I was Shiv.
MJ.
I'm Sophia. I'm Shiv.
I was Shiv because Destiny.
He
told
was
me.
Shiv. At the start.
I was MJ.
I was Shiv and I became.
I was
Destiny
MJ, and
was to be
actually, no
MJ,
one
so-
here is ever Sophia ever.
Yeah.
I don't exist.
Yeah, she's Abdu. We'll see you later.
We'll see you guys
Bye.
next episode. Bye.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.
Right now. I'm gonna start introing more.